led by Honorable Mazi Elias Derasole. These are the people that represent Biafrans, Washington, D.C., Amanda Biri, Prime Minister Oge Nkere. These are people that have become a voice so loud to the Biafran people in Washington, D.C. And these are the people that Nigeria is pumping in this $9 million to lie to America, over the obvious, over what cannot be denied. You understand? The Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria, the killing of Christians, the ethnic cleansing that is happening, you know. So it is the Biafra Republic government in Nigeria that Nigeria is pumping with some of them to fight against. Hence, we must align with the government that is doing the needful, that is fighting for your freedom, that is fighting against your enemy, that is making your enemy cry. That is the right thing to do. We must align with that government that has evidence. You know, like I said before, that a wise man is convinced by result and evidences. You understand? But a fool is deceived and led astray by big promises and ambiguous and vague words. You understand? That is a fool for you. Don't be a fool. We are not fools. We are wise people. So let's check out the result. It's not about people ranting on social media, hustling to get money to take care of their family. You understand? It's about the result. After they rant, after they shout on social media, on YouTube, on Facebook, on wherever you find them, what is their result? What are they doing to move the Biafran cause forward? What are they doing to fight against Nigeria, to fight for the freedom of the Biafran people from Nigeria? These are the results you look into, and that will inspire your support. That is what should engineer your support, you understand? So it's not just about people speaking there. And somehow, before you follow people, be very mindful the kind of people you follow, you understand? Because some of these people that you follow, these are people that have not been able to make good decisions for themselves, good decisions to live a better and a standard life. So why would you want to follow such people? When you decide to follow miscreant, it will be only a matter of time you end up being a miscreant. When you decide to follow a very wretched and poor people, it's only a matter of time. Their lifestyle will also affect you, become like them. You understand? The likes of Adao, Timbu, Raphael, Ajairi, these are people that have not been able to really make good decisions to even live a better life. You understand? That's why you see that over his years in Europe, over the time that he has been in Europe, he could not even save any money to get married until somebody, a young man, I think if you consider age, don't even be surprised that Ada, Raphael, Timbu, Ajayi can senior our Prime Minister. It's possible. You understand? That Raphael could not even make good decision to take care of, to get a better life, to have a settled home. He could not get money, cannot even save money to get married until the Prime Minister Oge Nkere, who is paying heavy price, sacrifices, financial commitment to see that this Biafra comes to reality, is still the one that is funding the marriage of Adao Timbu, Raphael, Ajayi. You understand? So why do you want to follow those kind of people? People that have nothing, or is it the one that is Ogogoro specialist? What if your name? Adagio Rama. That is in France. We learn that he has raised children from different men. Are these the kind of people that you want to? People that cannot make decisions to even put themselves in proper form, in proper shape. Are these the kind of people that you want to follow? These I've always told people that, like, when you want to listen to the likes of Asari Dokubo, look at the body size of Asari Dokubo. If he's wise enough, he should have been able to make good decisions to put himself, to put his body in proper shape. You understand? This kind of a person that has obesity, are these the kind of people you want to make decisions for you? So before you follow people, you need to be very careful. How are these people on a personal level? How are they living? Have they been able, this wisdom, if truly they have this wisdom, they are claiming, they are professing that they have. Why is their life like this? Why could a man be in Europe for many years and he could not even raise money to get married? That Oge Nkere has to come and foot the bill for his marriage. And now that he's married, he's begging everywhere, here and there. Even the little innocent NNAMDI, he uses him to beg, uses everything to beg. You understand? So please let us be very wise, because the freedom the Biafra we are fighting for is not man must work Biafra. You understand? Most of them that are even running their man ranting on social media, they are in asylum camp. The data they use to rank is provided by their government. The food they eat provided by their government. The clothes they put on, even probably the phone they use, is provided by their government. You understand? And they are in asylum camp and they are fighting against the freedom of the Biafran people. They are blackmailing character, assassinating those that are moving mountains. And yet some of you, because of you are a weak, you have your weak mind, you have weak brain, you are still deceived to follow them. A lot of them that are in asylum camp, they don't care anything that happens to them there. When even if they die in that asylum camp, they'll just push them, throw away them inside water. That is their end. They have nothing to lose. Those people, some of themselves, when that are in asylum camp, anything happen, if they die today now, they just butcher them. Some of them say no go full nylon bag. They no go full nylon bag. When they butcher all this Oyibo butcher they put inside nylon bag, they go through away for inside water, make fish they survive. You understand? Yet these people know their fate already, that they are mad to nothing. But you that want to be free and you are still being deceived, you still listen to all these people that are in asylum camp. Person that has been in one factory, Rafael Ajay, the same factory that he has been, where he castigated the former Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, where he called the former Prime Minister name, that Biafra is going to take his head. The same factory is up today, no changes. It means that this is not a responsible person. So why would you want to make an irresponsible person a role model? Somebody that you want to listen to? Is this the kind of the person that is going to get you Biafra? Somebody that cannot even take care of himself? How is he going to take care of the financial commitment and the burdens of Biafra? Is this the kind of person that you want to get you freedom? So let our people be very wise, because the harvest is ripe. The harvest is ripe. It is now we need to come together. Let us unite together so that we can harvest this freedom. We can harvest Biafra. That is ripe now. Because when the harvest begins to get rotten, it loses attention. Nobody will want to give attention to it again. Now that it is ripe, it's attracting attention of many people all over the world. This is when we are supposed to come together and do the needful. Let us support. That being said, I really want to say a very big thank you to the lobbyist committee, town hall, to the lobbyist committee, the chairman, original COS, and every other member of that committee. Thank you for a successful town hall meeting. Thank you very much for as many that were present there to do the needful, to donate, because you can see what that journalist said, that Biafra and Nigeria, they are engaged in a very fierce war in Washington, D.C., lobbyist war in Washington, D.C. You understand? So that is where the war is. Like I've always told you that during 1967 to 1980, I mean to 1970, it's not that our fathers did not fight very well. They fought very well. They took over their territories. You understand? They were in charge of larger percent of our territory. Yet, even though they got some recognition from some country, about 3 or thereabout, yet we are not free. So the only missing link that made us not to be free is the United States of America, which we have today. The only thing that they lacked, they wished to have, was Elias Gerasulis, was the former global moral strategist and the current Washington and Madison LLC, led by Mazi Elias Gerasulis. The only things they lacked and they desire to have was Amanda Biri. The only things they lacked, that if they had then, we would have been a free nation today, is the attention of the United States of America government, is the attention of the Congress House of the United States of America. But today we have it with little commitment or What we give to Elias is not even paid. It's not even up to an allowance. You understand? Just because Elias is not working because of the money, because it's an America, and it's in their principle. America is in the principle of America that all men should be free. It is in their principle that all men are equal before God. This is the basis on which Elias is working. This is the basis on which NNAMDI is working. Not because of what we give to them is not up to allowance compared to what Nigeria is giving to lobbyists to lie, to cover up the genocide against Christians, to cover up the blood of indigenous civilians, indigenous Christians, civilians that have been killed, to cover the blood, to erase their blood. They are paying $9 million to lie to Washington DC, to lie to America. But look at the stipend that we give to Elias. So he's doing all of these things for us because freedom is in the DNA of the American person. That is their principle. They want every nation to be free. And the man that is in power today, Donald Trump, is a man of freedom. He's a man that has come to bring freedom to us. Iran is pursuing their own vigorously with lots of lives. They have lost a lot of souls. You know, yesterday Maya Tusi and his fellow compatriot, they went to protest. Is it Kestama office in London? So at the end of the protest, they started playing the pictures of those that were killed. Oh, see young handsome men, beautiful ladies. This is the beauty that has been covered up by the veil of the Islamic regime of Iran. All this one. Look at these beautiful young men and women that have been killed by Ayatollah. You understand? By this Islamic regime of Iran. But that doesn't deter them. That doesn't discourage them from fighting on. That doesn't scare them away from fighting on. Even as we speak today, millions of them are still on the street. They are protesting for their freedom. What about you? Is it that you just be sitting somewhere when the people that are serious to get freedom, after they get their freedom, will be the one to be using them to make example? Now look at a small country like this, they're not free. Look at these people, they're not free. Look at, what about you? What are you doing to see that you are free? This is why I have so much respect for the white man, because they have hearts. No wonder smaller countries like Finland of just about 5 billion or 6 billion, they are free because they are white people. They have the balls. They have the braveness to fight for their freedom, no matter what happens. Imagine Finland fighting against Almighty Russia to get freedom from Almighty Russia. Finland of just less than 6 million or a little above 5 million. They were able to fight against Russia and get their freedom. Yet, we that are over 80 million, we that are over 80 billion, we are so afraid, we are so scared to fight for our freedom. Later, when the white people that are brave, that have the balls, get their freedom, we are the one that will still be using them to make examples. How come this little country, this small country like this, with small population, are free? Look at Somaliland. We are using them to make an example today. We want to be part. We are speaking of their glory. Can you undergo? Can you go through the story they went through? This is why we are inviting you. Let all hands come on deck. Nigeria has nothing to offer anybody than pain, than hunger, than complaint, than insecurity, than terrorism. This is all Nigeria has to offer you. Than bad road, than extortion, adoption by a supposed security architecture that is supposed to protect you. This is all Nigeria has to offer you. How long are we going to continue like this? Why is it taking us so hard to learn, to understand? So please don't allow anybody to deceive you, especially those people that have not been able to make a good decision for themselves to have a better life. If they cannot make a good decision, the likes of Adarasel Ajari, if they cannot make a good decision to have a better life, how can they make a good decision that is going to give freedom from the hands of giant terrorist Nigeria? How can they make that decision? And this individual is an individual that has betrayed not the first time. During the time of the former Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, he betrayed and he came back again. Today is on it again, and you are still listening to him. So I don't know. I know that most of you you are Nigerians, but you are just trying to run with the name just to deceive some people that you are fighting for Biafra. Those Biafrans that are intelligent, they see you for who you are. They know who for who you are. You understand? But those that are very ready and serious for freedom, please let us come together and get our freedom and leave this terrorist state of Nigeria, leave this hunger, be in the land of Sisoko. I can't remember the last time we will have like in the land of Sisoko. You understand? So how long are we going to remain in darkness under Nigeria? Eh? No work, no nothing, no roads, no nothing. How long are we going to remain like that? So my brother, thank you very much for the opportunity that you have given to me. Yesterday, I really sent my condolences to our comrade, Mazi David Nana. He lost his mother. I chatted him up. Please, if you can reach out to him and console him. And to our Madam Iki, it's been a while I saw her. I hope she's fine. Though I'm going to check on her. I'm going to try to send her a message from X as well to really check. And Biafra and beyond, our Rasta man, hope it is okay because it's been a while I heard from him too. And the likes of the Maker Socrates, our father BMO, hope all is well with them. So please, anybody that can reach them, can please reach them and find out what is there. I hear the mic. Oh no, memla rone nuwe wo wo. Oh no, memla rone nuwe wo wo. Oh no, memla rone nuwe wo wo. To say wo mu for my way Biafra wo kapo. And that being said, I will still end up with this song. Oneme. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume Ogechi ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume Ogechi ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume Ogechi ka mma Ogechi ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume Ogechi ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume Ogechi ka mma ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume Ogechi ka mma. Thank you very much.
Rage and Fury.
Oh my God, Rage and Fury, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. You have a time, I'm telling you. Even he signed the song as if. Thank you so much, Rage and Fury. I think our honorable host, please bring the co-host up again, Ben Wabo. You have the mic, okay? Please go ahead. I think the host come. You can bring them up. Go ahead, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to every Biafran that have gathered here. I want to thank our host and everybody in this space. I just want to react over the topic that says Nigeria, Biafra, lesson from Iran's unbreakable spirit of resistance. You see, there is so many lessons everybody that called him or herself a lover of freedom, everybody that are seeking to be free, there is so many lessons you need to learn from Iran. One is the spirit of resistance, because it is going to be a very dangerous lose after Iran have lost all this huge loss and they now decided to back down. Unlike Nigerians, who, after when they were in that Lekki protest, after some people, because they want to join and make difference, after they have killing some people who came out to make difference, yet you see those ones who are looking for indomies, they just chicken out, thereby making the whole life that was lost in that protest a waste. You see, the way I have taken my time to observe Nigeria, I have seen it that Nigerians have given up. All what they care about is content creating. All what they care is to go and watch wherever they are talking about woman, nyash, and whatever. All what they are after is to go for Bet Niger or Babi Jebu, whatever it is. Nigeria has given up. They don't even know what freedom. They are not even care about freedom. Once they see Fulani massacre, they only come to media and make noise. After making noise, yet the same these people will be the one to tell you that Nigeria is the only country they have. If Nigeria is the only country you have, does it mean that you cannot fight to save the only country you have? For those of you who believe that Nigeria is the only country you have, me, I am very, very ashamed to identify myself as a Nigerian. I can't even, you see, there is some certain things that pushes me to somehow identify myself as a Nigerian. Whenever that incident come, when I remember it, I will be very, very upset. What are the incidents? Sometimes there is an app I want to install. Maybe I want to activate that app, and that app will be asking you to put the country. Chai, this thing used to pay me. When I will remember that I will put Nigeria, he used to pay me. I say, hi, how I wish there's any other. Oh, God of mercy. How useless that Nigeria has. Nigeria is a stupid and useless country that no reasonable somebody will ever want to identify him or herself to. A country that butcher people like, what am I going to say? Like a fly or whatever. Even fly has not been butchered like the way. I heard a news about a family of 6. Chai. Oh, God will never, ever, ever forgive this useless country called Nigeria. If you are under my voice listening to this space and you are still recognized, the wrath of God is going to be for you. I don't care whoever, I don't care however you may see it.
You say? Yeah, there you said a comment.
Has it not come to your notice that God is very angry with that useless country called Nigeria for the blood that they have shed? Oh God. You have to see this family with young children, the way this, and they are so-called Nigeria useless. Nigeria has not done anything. But when this so-called useless country called Nigeria saw somebody that defended him or herself, that person will be sentenced to death. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that has never committed any crime, that has not done anything wrong to humanity, that only his crime was that he was telling his people, he was fighting for his people, he was looking for freedom for his people. That is the only crime he has committed. You did not see him with gun. You did not see him with machete. You did not see him with any instrument that is weaponized. Any weapon, you did not meet him with any weapon, but you sentence him to life. And some people want, oh God of mercy, God will punish Nigeria to an extent that you people, Nigeria, have forgotten the prophecy of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he said that God will destroy Nigeria beyond human recognition. I just pity those people who are out there calling themselves a Nigeria. Nigeria, my wishes to you is that once you identify yourself a Nigeria, once you call yourself a proud Nigeria, and some gullible people that are calling themselves a proud Nigeria, I wish you, may you be like that Nigeria. May the evil that before Nigeria come upon you, come upon your family. That is my wish. Because since you people are so gullible, since you people are so demonic, since you people cannot differentiate good between good and evil, since you people have deliberately want to choose evil, evil shall never depart from you people. I cannot just imagine it. A country that, oh, when I look at some people who are seeking, some people, you see a little child with some sickness that you will not imagine. You see them coming to social media pleading for people. I say, look at a country where these people come from is well endowed. The only call I am making today, I am not calling for Nigeria to wake up, because I know that these people is dead. There is what we call, well, that is why reason why some will tell you, or many will tell you, that spiritual control the physical. Nigerians has dead in the spiritual realm. Everyone who called or who identify him or herself as a Nigerian is long time dead. Is dead long time ago. Their empty carcass is just what you are seeing walking around. These people are dead bodies. That is why Fulani is massacring them. Look at Benue. Benue, people they have been massacring you. You cannot stand up and say enough. Oh, these people are cursed. Like I said before, these people are dead spiritually. They are just a walking corpse. Look at what is going in the media. When Nigeria sees that some people are they want to drag out their so-called useless Nigeria attention from them, they will set out something that will make them, you see them fighting on the social media. That is only what they are good of. What matters to them is this content, this monetization, this money, how to make money on the social media. This is how these useless people, that is what they are after. Forgetting that freedom. When Bible asks you that, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and every other thing shall be added unto you. These are what we are telling them now. These are what we are telling to our Biafran people. Seek ye first the freedom of Biafra, and every other thing you are looking in this life shall be given unto you. What are those things that shall be given unto you? Job. You will have a job and you will make choice of your job. Not a job you will just see somebody who is a banker and is doing a POS, is a POS attendant or whatever. Not a job that you are a banker and you will be driving keke. Not a job that you are a mechanic, or let me say a mechanical engineering, then you will be driving or riding Okada. No. When you see this freedom of Biafra and God with our togetherness and supportness of this freedom, we achieve it. Every other thing you are looking for shall be added unto you. That is why we are calling on Biafra to wake up. I can only call Biafrans to wake up because once you identify yourself as a Biafra, the spirit of Biafra will awaken your spirit. Your spirit will be so much anger to be identified or to hear anything that called Nigeria. So I am calling if you are a Biafra, this is the time we need to wake up. This is the time we need to do the needful. This is the time. There is what we call the division of labor. Those in the homeland, please wake up and do the needful. While some of us who are in the diaspora, we do the needful. We do our own part. So we need to start it because time waits for nobody. So I am calling out our Biafrans in our homeland to wake up. Wherever you are, wake up. Let me give you some why you need to wake up. Our leader, NNAMDI KANU, is jailed, life imprisonment. If you are a Biafra, that's supposed to make you very, very angry. If you are not angry that our leader, NNAMDI KANU, is in the prison, you have to be angry because over 5 million of our Biafrans was killed by this useless country called Nigeria. And they need to be avenged. We need to avenge for their death. These are the reasons why you need to be provoked, boiling in your mind. So I want to call everyone, as we are getting prepared for what we are doing, also we need to support our defense. I have said it before and I am going to say it again. The reason why we are different from other gullible Nigerians is because we have a defense. Whatever that is happening in our land, our defense will come and stand. They are going to defend our citizens, and the terrorist Nigeria will never have that full impact over the way they have it in other Nigerian states. So we all need to defend. We all need to support our men, our defense, to do the needful. Thank you very much. As I yield my mic here, thank you. I yield my mic. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Onyenye One. Yes, you have said it all. Thank you so much, my comrade. Thank you. Yes, please, if you want to speak, you come to the mic and speak. This wonderful topic that needed everyone to earn their view and share the space, please. Share the space. Invite Nigerians, invite the proud Nigerians, invite Biafrans, those who and even those who are sitting on the fence, invite them. This space is for everybody because towards gingering those who want to be free, but they are still afraid or wanting, don't know what to do. Yes, like Oyene said, many people like to celebrate the victory of others. Nigerian, they want to celebrate victory, but that thing those people do, the people that small, that than them, that not up to even the population of some states, are doing something, and you see them come and celebrate it, but to do their own, become afraid. They want to go to heaven, but they don't want to die. It surprised me. Want to go to heaven, don't want to die. So please share the space and also come
They
to
are
the mic and air
celebrating
your view.
Traore, but they don't want
This is
to be like
listen
Traore.
to
How
our
many
veteran. Has
Traore did
actually
attack Traore?
break it in a way that
Go ask
even
yourself.
if you are learned, even if you don't, you understand it very easily. You know. Yes, I see. This I call it 10 million man march. 10 million man march. If you are pastor not preaching you about freedom, I'm telling you, distance yourself, because they're supposed to be forefront of freedom. If it's not preaching you about freedom, not preaching you about how you free, how you emancipate yourself from this for this cage. You know, when our veteran was playing starting space, there's one voice he played. He played about talk. He talked about Turkey involvement in terrorism, in sponsoring terrorism all over the world. Iran. It said about those who are that man who mentioned. They mentioned about Taj Bank. Taj Bank as one as the number one bank he used to fund terrorism. You know, and that bank is bank that this Hokopian in Georgia have access to. She's not in Islamic country, but you have connection to that bank. That should be, if you do analyze something, you need to analyze that particular connection and don't take it for granted. And some of you who are going around to look at what Uti is doing, Uti is bringing Turkey inside Turkey that the world knows as a forefront of funding terrorism. Iran, they are rejecting is what these people are bringing to you. I hope that one is enough for you to understand that we're not just talking when we are talking because we see something. We're just talking because we. So when somebody is using whatever you're doing there that cannot lack low quality, projects to deceive you, to play you takia, and mortgaging your future of your children to Islamic secret court, that has this entry but no exit. Please rise up. Don't allow such thing to distract, to stop you from fighting for your freedom, because that's what they're trying to do. The more you look, the less you see. Using that thing to stop you, to pedal your momentum from fighting what is paramount, what is best of best interest for you and your children. Then when they see that the more you are pedaling, they are gaining ground, just like Israel want to, when they leave the light up and the down be dark, they will take what is belong to you from down. That is what they are doing. So don't allow anything such thing to distract you. The more, even if you are preaching what is, but don't let it not stop you from fighting for your freedom, because their intent is to stop you to use. I'm telling you, that is it. Their intent is to stop you. I always ask you this several times before you celebrate whatever. Ask yourself what transpired between Uti, what connection he has with Gowan that will make him to invite Gowan that killed 5 million children of Biafran. Gowan that brought what is happening to people of Meduva today. When our internal leaders saw today, and they fought to use the father's money, fought to stop it, not just to stop what is happening in Yoruba people today and the Middle Belt. He fought to stop it, because Biafra, his decision in Aburi then was to stop all these things, to stop it. But yet they choose half CBN to over freedom of his people and their land. That is why today he cannot talk. Even the Britain that use him cannot even talk. Why you are being murdered, So you rise up, prepare yourself for the 10 million man march for your freedom, and outright repossession of your land. Yes, those of you indigenous youths, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself in all ramifications. All youths, prepare yourself. Use what you have in your land. Prepare yourself. Not when you any small thing you run away. Look at Iran, because when you are protesting and the people that come and bring down some of you that protest, that moment you're supposed to stand up, because death of those people cannot be in vain. Do you think that some of you who are Lekki to get and push the people, their spirits, you still owing them? Let me tell you, if you don't know it, you owe them. Yes, you are indebted to them, because you drag them out, and that which they came out, through which they died, you have not achieved it because you owe them. That is justice for them. That is justice. The reason we are fighting the 5 million children of Biafran and all the innocent lives that have blood have shed every nook and cranny of that space called fraudulent Nigeria. All the innocent life, they need justice, and their justice is to make sure that that through which they died is restored. Yes, that is why Biafra must be restored. Whether you are indigenous, you are Biafra or non-Biafra, as long as you are obstructing the Biafra freedom, you can never succeed in anything you are doing. It's not a cause, but go and find them. Ask yourself why everything is happening to you. Why? You know, the more you validate Nigeria, the more you are validating, you have disowned your ancestors, those who discover the land, everything you are eating, who preserve the land where you are, you see as your ancestral land, you have disowned them, and you no longer have expectation and blessings. You are vulnerable spiritually. That is why it's manifesting physically, because you are spiritually vulnerable. So it's better when you are fighting to exit from that Nigeria, to denounce that racially profiled derogatory nomenclature imposed on you by stranger. The more they will see, my children, they are fighting, they are trying, they assist you. But the more you are validating Nigeria, the more you are being destroyed until you are completely enslaved and exterminated. Yes, that's what they're doing. So you better rise up and do the needful now before it's too late. Because, like when they said, this opportunity may not, it may come in it may not come at the another century or more centuries. You know, this opportunity, you need to take advantage of it and free yourself and repossess your possession. Thank you so much, veteran. Are you back? The veteran, are you there? I think the veteran is not there.
Can I continue now?
Okay, continue, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir. Continue.
Okay. Thank you so much for all the submissions. Ranger Fury, I had you. Thank you so much. Please, is my voice coming out?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you so much. So now, having spoken to Nigerians, I will now focus on Biafrans. And
Sorry, sir, please can co-host Onyanyin and the Ben, because like they kicked out your co-host again back.
Who?
The Ben Nwabo, I think they kicked him out from co-host. Okay, you can also co-host Onyanyin. Maybe just co-host him. Yeah.
Ben, okay. I've sent him an invite. Now,
Nothing much. Go ahead.
Now, having spoken to Nigerians, I will now focus on Biafrans. You can see the smooth transition of power from the former Prime Minister to the current Prime Minister. And this is why the area I titled Now or Never. And this is specifically to Biafrans, especially to those who felt that or who are feeling that they need to receive instruction from our leaders who are under duress, who are incarcerated, who are not free to make choices, who are not free to speak their mind, who are not free to engage in the activities of our freedom. And they feel that they will halt the movement by waiting for them to give them directives and direction. And like our Honorable Minister of Information rightly said or qualified them, he said they are people that are brain dead. And that was a very beautiful adjective
he used to describe them. Now, Biafrans must know that what just happened is an example of maturity in government. The emergence of our His Excellency Oge Nkere as Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, it represents a constitutional and democratic outcome within the exile framework. And we need to teach these people, these distractors and fallaways, that what happened has earned respect to Briggy before international community. That also shows that we are able to govern ourselves and have a smooth transition of power. So if they are not seeing it that way, it means they are brain dead, as our Honorable Minister of Information have said. So it is important they realize at this point that they have lost it and they will keep losing it. Now there is a legitimate Prime Minister leading a legitimate Biafran Republic government in exile. And the international community have taken note of the smooth transition of power from Mazi Simon Ekpa to Mazi Oge Nkere through a democratic process. They have taken note of that. And that has also demonstrated that Briggy is the only sole legitimate Biafran government. They should take note of that. And I think it is time for them to realize that keeping to remain on the fringes will not do them any good. The Briggy, under the leadership of His Excellency Mazi Oge Nkere, has shown maturity by what transpired. So they should wake up and realize their folly, because they will keep losing it and losing it and losing it. Now we have a legitimate government. There are certain things he could not have done as an active Prime Minister. But now, as a substantive Prime Minister, he is well positioned to forge ahead, even initiate his own policies, even add to the templates that was given to him. He cannot initiate new templates to add to it, which will be dictated by the times we are in now, by situations on ground. So he has been now well positioned to even initiate new policies and new strategies in pursuit of our freedom. So if they continue to fight, as it were, they will continue to lose, because today he can decide to take up legal actions against them without anybody telling him to back down. They should know this, and they should also be very, very, very careful, because times has changed. Time has changed. There is a new sheriff in town with all the constitutional powers of a prime minister, which is the head of government. So, with all the books they have read, with all the qualifications they claim they have, I think they should be able by now to understand that Biafra, under the leadership of the present Prime Minister, Oge Nkere, is legitimate and has been recognized by the international community as the sole legitimate government that is fighting the Biafran cause. So this will also help to send a strong signal to the international community and to diplomatic institutions and even to human rights bodies and even to potential allies and mediators that Briggy, having taken the process, democratic process they took, which was observed by everyone that cares to know, it has demonstrated that it has strengthened Briggy's credibility as a serious political entity, not as a loose movement. It has strengthened Briggy's credibility as a serious political entity, not as a loose movement. One other thing that we have achieved through what happened is continuity and stability of the liberation struggle. I don't know why they say they are professors. I don't know why they say they are PhD holders. I don't know why they say they are doctors. And they cannot understand simple Sereno. What happened have shown continuity. But those are the things international communities are looking forward to. They are looking for a country, a government that can transist democratically and peacefully. And we have demonstrated it by the smooth voting. There was no rancor. Even normally there should be opposition. There was none. There was none. It was unanimous voting. You see, so international community have taken note of this, and it has given credibility and stability to the struggle, to the liberation struggle. Liberation movements are relays. I think I'm talking to Biafrans, both those of us that are committed and those who are on the fringes, who are still scratching on the fringes. You see, liberation movements are relays, not solo races. So not solo races. Those of you who are talking of as if it was a slight on our prime minister. It's not a slight. Neither is it a slight on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not. It's not. Liberation movements are relays. They are not solo races. They're not solo races. So leadership transitions are normal and necessary in a democratic setting. So they should understand this and stop remaining on the fringes. You see, let them come back to the mainstream. This is where the thing is happening. This is where the government is. So it is not a solo race. Leadership transitions are normal and necessary. You see, normal and necessary, because now it has given a continuity of vision, stability of government, institutional memory, orderly progression towards self-determination. So when you are rejecting lawful transition, when you are rejecting stuff that they are doing, what they are asking, they are risking stagnation, which means they wanted the government the movement to be stagnant and endless. That is what saying you want to go to the prime minister, the former prime minister, to get instruction. You want to go to the and even when the former prime minister told you that he would not take instruction from anyone that is not free, he said it. He didn't say it. He didn't say it in the closet. He said it in the public domain. It's there for everybody to hear, and our information minister have been playing it over and over again. So it is clear and very, very clear. You see? So unless they wanted stagnation, which we don't want, We don't want stagnation. We want progression. We want forward movement. We want to continue and then arrive at our destination. So why do you call yourself professor? Why do you call yourself PhD? What do you call your doctors? When you don't know simple elements of government that the world is watching out for. This is very important. And what has happened also, when there is a smooth transition like this, under government in exile, it prevents the allies from capturing the movement. It prevents, these are no, we are referring to them as allies now. They wanted to capture the movement. See? But from what we have done now, we have shown them that we know what we are doing, that it's not impossible to sell out, it's not possible to sell this movement to allies. They wanted to capture it. It can't work because we have a template, we have a charter which we are following. And anything outside that will not be the rule. So, and a structured government in exile with a prime minister helps to prevent backdoor negotiations. As it is now, they can't go to they can't walk into the Congress to go and begin to negotiate under Biafra for Biafra. It cannot work. It's now called backdoor, and it can't work because when they go there, the question will be, do you know of the Briggy under the Prime Minister, Oge Nkere? You know it, then go back. That's the person we know. So that is what we have achieved. So whatever they are doing is a waste of time and energy, and they risk legal action. And this time there will be nobody to plead on their behalf. There will be nobody. So whatever, any attempt now is backdoor, and we have closed that door by what we have just done. So a structured government in exile with a prime minister helps to prevent backdoor negotiations. That backdoor has been closed. They can't. And unauthorized representation. You can't go and say you want to represent us in the Congress on this, and it's not within, it didn't fall under Briggy, under the Prime Minister. You will not be recognized. Those are the things we have achieved by this smooth transition of power as a democratic institution. So I don't know how we can drum this into their ears, into their skull. It bothers me how professors and doctors and PhD holders cannot understand simple elements of government. It bothers me. You see, and this is more reason now that it's very, very clear that this is the only sole legitimate government that is representing Biafran interest. That's why everybody must come and support financially. This is the bone of contention. This is where we are now. It is clear who is representing Biafra, and the only place that matters is Washington. That's the only place in Washington. That's where the game is being played, and that's where it matters. That's where, when America sneezes, the world catches cold. Everybody is waiting on America, and that's where Briggy is. So you can't penetrate there to talk about Biafra. They will ask, who are you? Like I said in previous space, that of this incident that happened in the Bible, 7 sons of Sceva saw Paul and the head of Paul. They saw Jesus, Paul and Jesus casting out devils. So they came and saw somebody possessed with demons, and they said, in the name of Jesus and the Paul, name of the Jesus that Paul preaches, I cast you out. The demons asked them, Jesus I know, Paul I know, which one be your own? Who are you? And those demons bounce on them. So this is what is going to happen to any backdoor negotiation now, because they are now becomes they're classified as unauthorized representation, because we have shown maturity by the way power was transisted from the former prime minister to the new prime minister. You see? So this is the time for everyone that is Biafran to come and support Briggy. This is the time. Because the book is clear. The whole card has been laid on the table. It's clear. Everybody can see it. The maturity we have demonstrated. So this is the time for everyone to come. Those of you who are still following this fall away, let your brain be open. Come back to the fold. Come back to where you belong, or you should belong, and come and fund this government. The government needs money. The government is now positioned to do the work they are supposed to do. So everyone should come under brigade that is led by His Excellency Mazi Oge Nkere. That's where we are now, and that's where it is happening. They know the road, they have been there, and they are still going there. And yesterday, during the lobbies committee launching, there was a breaking news which is still not yet disclosed, which he said he had been expecting for a long time, but on that very forum, the news came up. You see, so you can see that there is no other name, like Bible says, no other name under heaven by which we are going to be saved. The same thing applies to this. There is no other government that is representing Biafra today that anybody will listen to. There is no other. All the doors have been closed by what you have just demonstrated. And I want to sincerely thank those these members of lobbies committee for what you did yesterday. It was very marveling, very, very marveling. You see, that under our able COS, under our able COS, in that short that meeting, so much transpired. I can see zeal, I can see love, I can see unity,
Yes,
I can see cooperation, I can see collectivity.
Yes, so
People stretch themselves because they have come to realize that the essence of lobbying, you can't do without lobbying. It is not possible. It's not possible. You see, you must be strategic in whatever you do. You see, and the lobbying is part of the strategy that a movement like this, that is seeking for freedom, you can't do without them. So these have also shown that these so-called professors and doctors and the PhD holders, they lack so much knowledge. They don't even have it. Because I wonder, because they were also saying that they don't need lobbies. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine that you are a freedom movement and you are seeking for recognition, you are seeking to be heard, and you say you don't need lobbies? That shows that those positions they were occupying at that time, they were not qualified for it. Whatever position they were occupying at that time in this freedom, it means that they never qualified for it. Even the prime minister himself was so proud to present the lobbies to us, and they turn around to rubbish the same prime minister they claimed to be receiving information from. They rubbish what he so much believed in, what he was so proud of, what he was so much proud of. So this is the time Biafrans of all walks of life should gather themselves under Biafran community, under brigade, and stretch themselves to any limit to support the government of Biafran Republic government in exile under His Excellency Prime Minister Oge Nkere. So Biafrans, wherever you are, this is an opportunity you have. It is now or never to come and support your government. This is your government. This is the only legitimate government you have. If NNAMDI KANU comes out today, this is where he's coming. If Simon comes out today, this is where he's coming. Because this is the only one that have something to show. This is the only government that says, this is what we have done, this is what we have done, this is where we are, this is where we have been, this is who we have met, this is what we have taught, this is what we have discussed, this is our proposal. This is the only government that has it. So where else will they go? And of course, there is no other government that is recognized, that is talking about Biafra or standing for Biafra, except Biafran Republic government in exile under the leadership of Excellency Oge Nkere. So it is very, very clear that the success we have achieved through smooth transition of power democratically has also has also made it difficult for the struggle to be hijacked by selfish interests. It has closed that door. It has closed that door. So another thing we must know is that a freedom movement or a freedom struggle is not personality worship. It's not personality worship. Like I said, I'm done with Nigerians, with their problems. If they cannot arise and fight for themselves, I'm done with that. I'm not talking to Biafrans. As under now or never. You see? So what we have just done, and we want to make it clear to Biafrans, especially those who are still on the fringes, that the liberation movement is not about personality worship. And that's that's the problem they are having. And that's why they are behaving the way they are behaving. You see, this is not about personality worship. This is about a whole nation. This is about people. This is about a country. You see, it's not about personality worship. Even the leaders we are trying to put in trouble, they understand what I'm saying. Like the clip I played before we started, NNAMDI KANU was saying, anywhere I am, whether I'm dead, whether I'm not there, whether what Biafra must be achieved. If I have the time, I'll play it again. He says, anywhere, wherever I am, whether I'm dead, whether I'm not, whether I'm there or not, whether he said Biafra must. He said they must know this, that they can no longer stop Biafra. That it's not possible. Whether he's there, whether he's not there, whether he's not, wherever he is, that Biafra must come. You see, and they understand it. But these elements, these so-called professors and doctors and PhD holder, do not understand it. So they wanted stagnation. They wanted us to halt and wait for probably 2 years or 3 years, or wait for another 1 year, or wait for 1 month, or wait for 1 day. We cannot afford for wait for 1 hour. Not to talk about waiting for a month, because we demonstrated it after the convention, when they were talking about they were suspending our weekly fundraising. We said no, we can't afford. We need this. We need this freedom today, now. So we cannot afford to even wait for a second. So I want to thank the chairman of the committee, and that's another responsibility that are falling on our COS. And he chaired it very, very proficiently. So I want to salute him wherever he is. I don't think he's here for his for chairing that committee yesterday, and for the achievement that was recorded. And everyone that participated, I want to salute all of you dearly. You could surprise us yesterday. Thank you so much for what you did. So it's not about personality worship. Biafra is bigger than any individual. I wish these people will understand. We get knowledge. These people who are saying that they must go and listen to a leader, a former leader that is in prison, or a leader that is in prison. Biafra is bigger than any individual. The people you are trying to say you want to wait for, they know this, what I'm saying now. If you don't know it, they know it. Mature movements evolve from personality-driven loyalty to institution-delivering commitment. I want to repeat what I said. I said Biafra is bigger than any individual. Mature movements like Brigade, under Oge Nkere, not immature fringes of a group of people who are parading themselves ignorantly, brain dead, like our information minister qualified them. Brain dead. Mature movements like Brigade under Oge Nkere evolve from personality-driven loyalty to institution-driven commitment. And that's what we have just demonstrated to the international community. That Biafra under Brigade is not about one person. Even yesterday, he was also saying it, and he was also trying to make himself very clear so that they don't misquote him. You see? But even today, if you don't see him, does not mean that there's going to be a halt. You see? So this is how we know a mature freedom movement. It's not about worshiping an individual, or it's not that it's centered about individual. No, it evolves from personality driven, which means you could start from personality driven, but it evolves from personality driven loyalty to institution driven commitment. And that's where we are now. And that's why we are calling on all Biafrans. Get sense. Get sense. Wisen up and come and finance your freedom. Support your freedom. Finance your freedom. There's nothing else this government is asking you other than finance. But that's what they need. That's the tool they need to work for us. That's the only tool we can give them to be able to do what they want to do for us. So if you are a Biafran anywhere, young and old, wherever you are, and you have not been doing anything, this is an opportunity for you to come and do something, because this is a new regime. This is a new regime. So come now and play your own part. Come now and write your name. And in fact, there are vacancies everywhere as a government. So come with your expertise. Come with whatever you can do. Come with your skill. Come with your money. Stop hoping that Nigeria will be better. We have just spoken about Nigeria. We have seen how decayed that contraction is. It has decayed beyond redemption. So if they don't want to rise up, that's up to them. So what we are saying is that the point we are now, this is a new regime. We have a prime minister, and this is a legitimate government that have made their mark, shown their presence, engaged powers that be, and voices that be, and those that matter. So these things are very clear. So all Biafrans, we're calling upon all of you. Come with your expertise, come with your knowledge, come with your skills. Come and gather under your government, and come and support your government with your finances. No matter how, it goes a long way. This is the time everybody should come in and find a place under this government, because the new government, by the time it records 100 days, you can see. So you must be counted. So if you're a Biafran under my voice now, you must be counted under 100 days of this government, this new government. By the time we are marking 100 days, in office, you must be counted. So anywhere you have a Biafran, drop your ego, drop your pride, come and serve your nation. Come and serve your nation. Come with your skill. Come with your expertise. Whatever it is, any role you can play. Come now. This is the opportunity. This is the time. The window is open now. So you come. So we have evolved from personality, loyalty to institution-driven commitment. So this is the time. It's supporting our excellency, His Excellency Oge Nkere. It means choosing institution over emotions. Listen to what I just said now. You supporting Brigade under His Excellency Oge Nkere. It means you are choosing institutions over emotions. Please, somebody should stand for me. I'll come back soon. My co-host, please take charge. I'll be back soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, dear friends. I think our host has spoken a lot pertaining this. You see, like that was what I was discussing with someone yesterday. That we don't need to tie your allegiances to individual. Yes, because the enemy have actually studied some people that that is why they go after your leaders. They're expecting you when they go after your leaders that you should you'll be down and demoralized. You know, yes, when your leader is touched by the enemy, you ought to at least, as a human being, but that shouldn't stop you from moving on. That is when you are just like when you are in battlefield, the commander is down. The next nearest in rank will put on the cloth and move on. You know, you don't have to wait. That is what he's trying to tell us here. That is what it's all about. You know, those who are to me, I don't see that some of these people that they are not, they don't know the truth. They know, but being that they are not genuine, they are deceitful, they are enemy, they are planted moles. They, you know, they feel like using their platform to deceive the gullible. You know, because they know that what Briggy did is the writing that is even long overdue. You know, in our charter that presented to our congressmen, when they go through the charter, say that he read 3 months election should be conducted and you are not doing so, you look as if you are not serious. If you cannot keep that particular one, what I guarantee are you telling them that all those things in your charter that you are going to keep it? So that is why when you look at some of them talking trash, you don't need to even time wasting. We're just saying this for the gullible people, not because of them. You know, for the gullible people that may listen to them, that is why we are doing this clarification. If not, we just ignore them and because we know that they are deceitful, they are not genuine. So what Briggy has done is, I'm telling you, I am more proud that everything is going smoothly, and like governments that actually know their left and right. I'm telling you, Briggy are proving everything, you know. So, and those of them who goes about disturbing the innocent man who's supposed to be left alone, you know, they're disturbing him, they do this, to tell you that they are not even care about him at all. They only care about themselves. If not, why would you be going to disturb someone who the politically imprisoned, the politically incriminated, want to elongate his detention, want to come by, add more to his problem, so that they are evil. They don't care about him. Only the Brigade that are care about our leaders, but they will pretend as if they care. But I can tell you, if you can reasonable, you know that these people who talk about our leader, like our president, someone like, they don't care about them. They're only self-centered. The people that care about them are the people that Prime Minister Oge Nkere led the Brigade cabinet members and the Biafrans. They are truly those who care about our leaders, you know. But these people and their action, they care not about them. They only come to social media to use their name to draw followers, to deceive the gullible in order to generate money. With the money they can never live to eat. That money gas for, you know. So my people, this is to tell you that yes, you are not following the wrong path. You are following the right path, okay? Those of you who are genuinely Biafrans, we are the door is open for you to come in. The door is open for you to come in and you know, to play a role, to answer your name financially. Those of you who have what it takes to register, tell every family of Biafra supposed to have a S account. Even if you cannot speak, you can share to it what others are doing. That is what we need. You can see that our leader Mazen can encourage us to come to us Twitter, and you see, actually, it worked for us, because if we did not talk about us when Facebook begin to do all these things they are doing, I wonder why. Even our own media platform that are under Mr. Simon Ekpa built, that everything has completed just to host it before he was arrested. You know, yes, and I can say that delay in that app actually is not ordinary, because they know that that app is a game changer. But nevertheless, we know that lift Kenya, you know, so we are going to be victorious in everything. So join the movement, join the government, come under a government umbrella. There's no need of creating group here and there. I told one lady, and I don't know if she's because I know that I've done everything I needed to do to come to bring her to the platform. I share everything, every link she needed to know, even my own account, for her to get every notification. So if it's anybody trying to create any group, no group when there is government. We have government. So when you go to watching it with the group, they won't listen to you. When there's already speaking for government with government, and no other government except Biafra government in exile, any other is illegal, and in fact they will be treated like a criminal who they are. So those of you who are winding your mouth, trying to disturb a former prime minister, just wait for that lawsuit. Be ready, because you are going to all those lies, all those propaganda, all those nonsense you have spoken before. You will defend it. Just get your everything prepared. You defend it. You are going to defend it. You are going to substantiate it. We are not going to, forgiveness is a crime. This government will deal with you according to the law, because you are enemy of Biafran people, and will not let you go scot-free. So please share the space. Are you back, veteran? Oh, sorry. I think hardcore hand is up. Hardcore, you can have the mic if you want. The veteran come back. Go ahead, my brother. Oh, go ahead, my brother. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to all wonderful Biafrans. My veteran, I'm so happy to hear your voice today. Mazi Benowa Ekenenge Maduke Jaka Nkudinamba Wanem Dalo Oge Nkere Simon Ekene Mana Mafeletop Wada Eunice Ezra Zulazon Mweze. It's been a long time. Has it been a Biafra? We know how we better don't want to Biafra. Brizzy no. Along one name Jack Obiora. Senator. Lewem rage and fury. Machineke. They were Chichikenengi. There's a lot of people here that when I begin to mention Nekwamada, Zibadeje Jemba, Adaneri Ukwano, Ada Betty, Kenengi. A lot of us here. I want to thank every Biafran. Yesterday, I was a little bit incapacitated with one or two things. I can only hear the echoes of the voice of my brothers via YouTube because of my position. And I was like, che, I'm supposed to be among these people. But to the glory of God, I was there in spirit. I want to thank you all who participated in the town hall in regard to the lobbyist forum. You have done amazingly well. I also want to thank our veteran for opening this wonderful space this moment. In a grand style. It gives joy when you see men of valor, wisdom, and understanding coming up to educate Biafrans like this. So, sir, I thank you. My greetings and thanks goes to Mazen Namudi KANU, our able leader. May Elohim continue to protect him till the day he's going to be free, probably 27th of January, this year, 2026, because the enemies are confused. just like our veteran said. They asked him, "Are you not scared of your life in this thing you are doing?" He told the woman that I am already dead. That in fact, my death, if I die today, it will even make Biafra to come faster. That is the spirit of a freedom fighter. That is the spirit of a true leader. You know, it pains me to come to my real understanding. I begin to study our people who claim they are fighting for freedom. I'm beginning to, analyze their attitude and their behavior. I begin to study them carefully and quietly, and I begin to marvel. Do you know that all this why people are busy shouting, Onyendu, Onyendu, our PM, and all this why they were busy ranting and making this noise, they are not even picking any point from whatever their leaders were saying every day. They are just persevere followers. Jamboree freedom fighter. Celebrity freedom fighters. They just want people to know that I was in the space today. They just want people to know that I was at the Zoom today. They are not embodied in spirit towards the struggle. That is why at any little shaking, they are falling. At any little shaking, they are complaining. They are wasking around. They are looking for answer. They are looking for confusion. They became even more confused than those they convinced to join the struggle. Tell me that a man or a woman who called him or herself a Biafran, who really wants his or her freedom, who follows NNAMDI KANU, who knows that our prime minister, when he was here, being our former prime minister, being Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is our former prime minister, when he was here, he celebrated the inauguration of this particular lobbyist. As that day he was dancing with a glass of wine in his hand, because he knows what these men are going to do in Washington for us. All of a sudden, the Jamboree freedom fighters, the celebrity freedom fighters, the EIO freedom fighters, all of a sudden turn out their back and they're now telling you, forget about the lobbyists. Forget about the lobbyists. You know the funny thing? It is still before their eyes that Nigerian government is spending millions of dollars to get their own lobbyists, to counter the same lobbying movement, the lobbying firm, the lobbying progress that Biafra Republic government in exile has been working with, which is dealing with them. Yet those who call themselves professors, doctors, nurses, those who call themselves educational erudite, that they are learned, do not understand the ethics and norms that build a government. The power of prowess that makes people or country or every other nation to listen to a certain government who is trying to come up. We celebrated Somaliland some time ago. At the stage, it's as if the whole world has turned their back against them. They didn't care. They don't care. They put their house in order. They coordinate themselves. Everybody respect themselves. Whatever they are doing is towards their achievement. And it took them time by time. They begin to recover their community, their town. And before you know it, they settle down. They have their police. They have their institution. And they don't care. Yet the world keep visiting that environment. See how organized they are. This is exactly the way they watch us. They observe us every day. To see how we do things, how we coordinate ourselves, what we do, the progress we are able to achieve from certain time. The world is looking at us. Okenye maọbụ dimkpa si na ya amaghị egwu ana ọba aghụghọ. Your one leg is telling you that Nigeria will be better one day. The other leg is telling you that, hey, but Biafra ga-adịkwa mma. So that you are deceiving yourself. You believe all the statements that is coming from NNAMDI KANU. But you always forget one statement that has never changed, that Nigeria has been destroyed beyond repair. Nobody, it is no mequatarism, it has no mequatarism. So if you are depending that one day that Nigeria will be better, you will be in your house where you are depending and waiting for Nigeria to be better. Fulani will knock at your door 1 midnight. And Nigeria will happen to you. It is only a tree that hears that they are prizing the tree and planning to cut the tree tomorrow, and the tree remains there. Also, the roads in Tabu, Nana Biafra. What they are doing at the north at Benue State is testing microphone. They are scared of coming in because of Butuzo and BLA, because of Biafra Republic government in exile and the federal government at homeland. They are scared because they don't know how prepared we are. They are scared because you and I always come together here to lend our voice for the world to hear. They don't know what we are going to talk tomorrow. Just imagine that during that convention of 2024, that we don't have someone like this Fulani woman. Because it is only those in spirit knows what is happening to our Prime Minister. It is not ordinary. She is the engineer. She has the key. You know, where it is worse now is that even in that prison, you can pay a visit and request for a privacy with someone if you have a mutual relationship with that person. And the room can be granted for both of you. So even make things worse. The more reason why the government acted at the right direction, I'm so happy for that. It's not everything I'm going to break up here. But let's assume now that after that 2024, there's no one like that woman in the page, and Biafrans, look at 500 and something Biafrans to endorse their signature. They came together. Even the Finnish people were like, who are these people? What is going on? We are, for the first time, as in not for the first time, as in they were surprised. I know we have been in last year, what they call it last time, and this second one, and you know, people will be like, what are they coming to do in Finland? Who are they? Who is bringing them? They are Biafrans. See how Biafrans are trooping in from their airport, you know, boosting their economy, renting hotels. Taxis are making money that day. It is the period that the Finnish people can never forget. Imagine that we don't have such Jezebel among us. And we finish this program. We'll come home, and Biafran celebrated 2nd December, and knockout, we are blown up, flags we are raising, and we begin to follow our course step by step as our former Prime Minister has stipulated the template through the cabinet. And imagine where we could have been now. That is why when I'm talking sometimes, I will tell people, do not let anyone force you into becoming Sabo. Because first, they will provoke you. They will find a way to disorganize what you are doing. They will give you a name. And before you know it, when you keep quiet for long, they will say, yes, I think he's now a Sabo. I think she's now a Sabo. The same game they want to play with Oge Nkere. They first fight him. They begin to gang up against him. When they find out that they cannot hurt him alone, they create a group that will join them to help continue hurting him. When they find out that he's holding dearly, instead of them now to allow him, they begin to use the same thing they believe in, which is that template to fight him. Celebrity freedom fighters. Jamboree freedom fighters. Anywhere belief is freedom fighters. Betrayal hunters. Umunegi, the hunters that are your brothers that you went to hunt with in the bush, eventually turn back and begin to smile looking at your leg. When your brother who is a hunter with you and goes behind you now would begin to look at your leg and smile and tell you that this is your leg, it looks like antelope's leg. There is danger. These are the kind of hunters that followed us to Finland to go and hunt for Biafra. And when they failed, they now convince more friends who may know us to join. That was how the second fallen angels fall. Imam Madabu and co. They are struggling for Biafra with entitlement, with speakers and their loud mouths, with their ego and their long ties and suits, and their well-furnished grammar and educational qualification. But they are not looking for Biafra with their spirits. The struggle for this movement is a spiritual thing, and only those that are in spirit understand the ability to endure the pains, to persevere, to stand, and to keep pushing. Even when they are pointing gun at your head, that is what our Hamalike is doing. Even when they are taking you to Sokoto, even when he is in the prison, there is an explosion, there is rumors of attack of terrorism in different communities surrounding the prison. He never give up. He has never given up. Because they expect him to say, okay, please call the government. Where will you put me in Sokoto? Okay, let me sign the paper. Let me go. But this is a man who has made up his mind. Has lost his parents for this cause. He has lost his siblings. He has lost his cousins, his nephews, the day they invaded his house. If he has any business or partnership or signatory to any contract he has made in the past, he has lost them all. He has nothing to gain except from Biafra. Then look at you. A little challenge from your brother or your sister. A little disagreement. Because of that ego, you will now say, why will he be Oge Nkere? Why will he be them? Why will he even talk to me in that manner? Jamboree freedom fighters. That is what I call them. They are not here in spirit. It's not about your money. It's not about education. This is the spiritual things. That is why Ohamadike said that, go and listen to that voice. NNAMDI KANU was, whenever he is speaking in spirit, go and listen to him. He said, he was not shouting, It was not autocratic statement. It was alignment of speech that comes from the marrows of the bones in his heart. And he said, we need men. I said, they are coming. We need men. I need 100 men.
And when you go to bring here,
The men he's talking about is not Egypt flag. Abari street na abari koke umokoko. You and I know those he was making that statement with.
Go to
Then you now ask yourself as a spiritual man,
they would thank
upon
you
all the coordinators in IPOB scattered all over the world, almost 100 of them, all the DOS members, all the people surrounding him, yet Hamadike said he did men.